Good morning, everybody. What's happening? Guys, I'm on my way to buy some groceries, including chicken and meat, and I'm gonna take you with me. It's gonna be really interesting for you guys, because I don't think this is how you actually, shop for your meat and chicken wherever you are. Anywho, let's check it out. Oh yeah, I guess some of you might find this horrifying, but yeah, that's the reality in Jordan. That's how we buy our chicken and our lamb. So yeah, I just thought I should show you a little bit around the market in my village. We are heading back home.
Hey, mate! What is your profession?
Hey, my name is Jordan. I'm from Jordan and you are watching The Jordan Show. Today we are reacting to another clip this one is like only voice from Karl Pilkington with the title Karl Pilkington on the Bible. This is going to be interesting because I love these kind of topics, and it will be really interesting to understand what Karl actually thinks of religion and the Bible and God. So yeah, let's start the video. Roll it!
That's my best friend. That's my best friend.
Karl, you've studied the Bible over the last couple of days, and you're going to give us basically the Bible abridged. Is that right? Just condensed.
Just that it's that time of the year when religion.
Well, let's do a sermon. Everyone settle down at home. Turn the radio up. This is Reverend Karl Pilkington with the history of the Bible.
All right. Thank you very much. Right. Well, thanks for coming. Starting off, I started off at the beginning of the book. What have you?
The Bible, we'll call it.
What have you?
Split for the sake of argument.
Right. There's quite a bit missing. It doesn't say about how sort of God was already about, so it doesn't go right back to the beginning.
Right. Okay.
God's already knocking about and that.
Yep.
God is already knocking about, isn't it?
Anyway, he made the world, right? He did all that, right?
Yeah.
He sorted out sort of sun for in the day and that, so everything's light and you can see yourself about.
Right.
He did the stars and the moon for at night, right? I was thinking about that. If I was him, I probably would have just let it be day all the time rather than having two systems.
We're not criticising.
No, I'm not having a go. I'm just saying. I mean, it's easy now, isn't it, in hindsight, to sort of say, do you know what?
It's easy to really criticise him, but he was working. He sort of loosened the top. You just got it off.
Yeah,
sure. Yeah, he did a lot of the work. Yeah, cheers.
No, I'm just saying though, like they mess about with the clocks and that because of farmers getting up in the dark and that. If it was day all the time, less crime and that. I'm just saying it might have been worth an idea.
You missed a trick there, is what you're saying. But he moves in mysterious ways, so you don't know why he's done that. He might be thinking something that your small brain can't really.
Fair enough. I'm not having a go, like I say, I'm just reading it and thinking about it. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Education, get yourself
Absolutely,
thinking.
yeah,
right?
go on.
Anyway, so he did all that, made the sun and that, and then he said, oh, make some creatures and stuff. He made a load of birds, loads of different birds, creatures, animals and that. Because with the world being so big, it's like if you buy a big house, you need more furniture, don't you?
Right.
So he made this, and he was like, "Oh, God, what am I going to fill it with?" So this is why he did all these.
Right. That's not actually in the Bible.
It's like, hey, yeah, it's a big house, so I want to fill it. That's why God created all these creatures.
Well, you speculated there on the mind of God.
Well, I'm sort of just treating it like it's his big house,
Right.
isn't it? And he's filling it. He's making it look nice, different birds and what have you. Right, just my opinion. Like
It's making it sound like the Playboy Mansion.
Oh my God, Ricky.
So anyway, right, so he does all that, and he thinks, right, I'll make a little man and a woman,
Sure.
who we all know as, like, Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
Everyone knows their names, but at no point is their surname mentioned. Right?
Well, he's not going to have trouble with the post.
He wants to know the surname. Only Karl Pilkington can think of, like when he reads about Adam and Eve, and only Karl Pilkington will think, hey, what's their surname?
Right? So anyway, right, Adam and Eve are knocking about. God says to him, look, just enjoy yourselves and that, right? Do what you want, but I'll tell you this. I'm only telling you once, he said. He said, don't be eating fruit from that special tree.
Yeah.
So they were like, all right, fair enough. He said, the tree that I'm talking about is the tree of knowledge.
Yeah.
So that's sort of made it a little bit worse because it sounds good and that, and you're like, oh, knowledge.
Yeah. Well, don't go in that door. Yeah.
Is that sort of thing. Instead of just sort of not telling them. Because I don't know, see, the tree of knowledge, what I add on it by what I can work out is it's an apple tree, right? And it's pretty tempting, isn't it, to have a little cheeky apple? Because I don't know what they were eating back then.
Right.
Do you know what they were getting by on?
No, I don't know.
Right, so anyway, so they were like, yeah, all right, whatever. Eve goes for a wander about,
Yeah.
right? Killing time and that. Bumps into this snake,
Oh, yeah.
and Snake said, all right, you got an apple, right? And he was selling it to her, he was going, it tastes good and that, right? And she's like, well, shouldn't really, but, I've been told that I shouldn't eat that. Because I think God said to her at some point,
get on with it. You're on page 1 at the moment. This is absurd. This is just unbelievable.
no, but I'm just
get to the point. You're on page 1. You haven't moved on. Okay, we know Adam and Eve. What have you learned?
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, he was saying don't eat it because it's dangerous.
Yeah, I know, we know. Get on with it. Just get on. I mean,
But the thing is, people do eat things that are dangerous, don't they? Like in pufferfish, even to this day, people are eating stuff that can kill them. Yeah. So it's not a threat. They're not that bothered. It's an apple, right? They're going to have a little cheeky apple. Anyway, they eat it, right? God goes mental at them. He said, I told you not to do that.
God goes mental on them.
I've told you can enjoy yourself and everything. You've gone against what I said. You've eaten the apple. Adam and Eve sort of got told off and what have you. They went off and had kids. That added extra pressure. A lot of arguments happened, and that's kind of part 1.
that is amazing. That is amazing. So, you're an idiot. Really, you are an idiot.
Well, part 2 later then.
Get on with it.
I'm just saying. So the kids didn't listen to the mum and dad because they had a criminal record and that for nicking the apple. The kids were running riot. They're not bothered.
Oh my God. The kids don't listen to their parents, to Adam and Eve, because they have a criminal record.
So, let's pick up.
I'd like to apologise there. I'm just going to say, it really isn't worth complaining. He doesn't know what he'd get off. In a court of law, he'd get off. He's got, I don't know, he wouldn't be culpable for his own actions.
Come on, even I'm getting bored of this now.
Okay.
Right, so, God, he got to a point where he's going, it's all going wrong, right? People are doing what they want. Adam and Eve aren't listening. All the rest of it.
No. He gave them free will.
I've got
so
to do
the story
something.
goes. Oh, this is making me.
So anyway, right? So he said, how can I get rid of all the badness and that? So he made it rain, right? It rained for ages. People got sick of the rain and that, right? Cleaned it all out, right? Before he did that, though, I forgot something that's quite important. He met up with this bloke, Noah.
He met up with this bloke, Noah. Oh my god. Karl Pilkington for you guys.
They met up over a coffee.
Right? And he said to Noah, look,
Get an umbrella.
I like you and that. Here's a little job for you.
All I'll say is buy shares in galoshes.
No, I don't want to go anything away, but you get a boat.
Yeah.
And
said-
get a big boat.
He said, what I want you to do, right, make this boat up. He said, and when you've done that, go about, right, and get 2 of everything.
Oh my god, I can't believe people believe in this and this. It's really, you know, it's the same stories in the Bible and the Torah and the Quran. They're all the same stories, and the only they're all like not realistic, and you can never actually, you know, prove any of them. And we have more than 3 to 4 billion people believe in this shit. Maybe 5 billion people believe in all of this shit. I don't know what happened. But what I think about this, you know, it's 2,000 years ago. It's 4,000 years ago. People don't know shit. They didn't have any science. They didn't have anything. They still think the Earth is flat. They still think, I don't know. They still think, you know, there's no. They have no idea how nature actually works. They don't have any idea about physics, maths, whatever. They barely can speak. So for them, or for the people who invented these stories, they invented to actually take control of the communities they started. And it turns out people actually believe in this shit. And it's easy for them to make people believe. So they started writing more of this shit. Like these crazy stories that, for example, if I think if the next generation, like the kids of next generation, are not exposed to religion as I did, as, you know, you guys did, for example, and you start telling them about these stories when they're like 18 or like 17 or 16, they were like, are you serious? They would be like, are you serious? Like, are you fucking serious? This is why these things cannot happen, and did not happen, because, you know, it doesn't really work, you know, like, how, who, why, I don't know, man, there's no fucking proof. You can't prove this. It's just like, I hate this. You just can't prove this. If you don't have an actual proof that this mouse exists, okay? Then for me, it does not exist. That's what I'm saying. It's a very confusing topic. For me, I still think, you know what? There should not, like, I think Ricky said this before. There should not be a name or a pronouns for not believing in something. For example, I don't believe in fairies. It does not mean I am an atheist. I don't know, it's fucking weird, man. It's fucking weird. I just don't believe in any of this shit. I think these stories are just by far not realistic. They're just not realistic. I don't know.
Right. So
Man
it's
and
like,
female.
that's a big job, isn't it? Right?
Man and female.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do you know? Because I always say I always put myself in the situation of the person's job and that.
Yeah.
I was thinking I can sort of sort out a man elephant, man woman and that. I wouldn't know how to do it with a spider.
I don't know why he brought on spiders. I do not know why Noah brought on spiders, because he missed an opportunity there. Get rid of all things like that. Get rid of the spider, and get 4 flamingos or something. Or get 8 chimps. Let's use the space wisely.
But the weird thing is, right, with the spiders as well, because he did get the spiders on, didn't he? It rained, right? It rained for ages, like weeks, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Raining that. So and then he let out a bird. I think it was a raven.
No, it wasn't.
Right, come on, let him finish.
No,
It wasn't a raven.
This is a fact. He let a raven out, right, and it didn't come back. So already his system had broken because he only had 1 raven left then, right? So he was like, oh. So he said, right. He left it a couple of days. He sent a dove out.
Oh, that's it. That's what I know. You've been more than me. I'll say. Sorry. Is that what he did? He let a raven out first?
Yeah. And then
never trust a raven. Always give it to the dove.
Dove came.
Don't send a raven to do a dove's job.
I reckon the raven would find another ark, an unofficial ark. There was just like a party ark.
No,
Come on.
Right. So the dove came back.
Yeah.
So he said, right, there must be dry land somewhere.
Okay.
Right? So anyway, he was like, let's just hang about.
Why do you think that?
Because he found a twig or something.
Exactly. Say what? Why could that be the top of a tree though? How did he know that?
Rick, if you're not going to answer this, we're never going to get it done.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Right, so there was mud everywhere because the water went down. Mud everywhere.
Where did the water go?
Shut up! Where did it go? Shut up! We haven't got time to go into
It doesn't
that.
make sense. If the whole world was flooded, where did the water
We have not
go?
got time for this.
Where did the water go?
This is mental.
Did they refreeze the ice caps? What? Tell me. Is it? It's got to be
Didn't it say
specific.
it was a kid's Bible, wasn't it? It wasn't going in depth. It just said the water went away. Right?
Where?
It floated off. I can't be bothered.
You should do a full version of this and put it on. Yeah, let's do it. For people who can't, because this is valuable time, and Grace doesn't want to hear it. So just do the final. I suppose what would you call this? Summing up of the Bible. Then we do a longer one.
Well, no, it's not. It's not sort of summed up. Because, to be honest, after the Noah bit and stuff, I was a bit like, oh, this.
Oh, just do it. Just do
get
it.
a bit heavy,
Okay,
so I
this
just
is the
moved on.
final. This is the final episode of the Bible.
Well,
The
it's
greatest story ever told. Go
No,
on.
no, but it's not the final chapter. This is just another bit in it that I thought I can relate to.
Get to the
You
end.
didn't. You couldn't even read a children's Bible. They had to go to Waterstones and ask 2 people for, and they put it in a brown paper bag.
It's 200 and odd pages and that.
Oh.
So the one that I picked up on, right, that I could relate to.
Okay.
Do you know Samson and Delilah?
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what happened in that?
Yes.
Right, well, just in case you haven't heard the story of Samson and Delilah, what it is, I think God had a word with some bloke, I can't remember his name, I think it's Manoah or something his name was.
Right.
He said, listen, I'm still having problems. Adam and Eve let me down.
He didn't say that, by the way. Anyone listening, at no point has God ever said, Adam and Eve let me down.
No,
Anyway.
but, and then he had a word with Noah. He did the boat thing, so he said, I can't ask for 2 favours, right? So he asked this other bloke, Manoah.
He was happy with Noah, though, was he?
Yeah. He let him go on, though. It's like jury service. Once you've done it, you're left alone for a bit, aren't you? So anyway,
He didn't bother getting the fish on the boat, did he?
I don't know.
They were happy, weren't they? Surely.
But anyway,
Although was it salt water everywhere? Why didn't the freshwater fish die out?
Rick, I'm just going to stop you there because we've still got to get monkey news in before 1 o'clock.
So he had a word with this fella, and he said, look, what I'm going to do, you're going to have a kid soon. He's going to be a little boy, right? And when he grows up, he's going to sort out your problems. So it was like a long-term plan that he had sorted, right? So anyway, they have the kid, right? They're happy. They've got a little baby boy. They go, right, what we'll do to show our respect to God, we'll never cut his hair, right? Because he'll like that, right?
We're still in the Old Testament, aren't we?
I don't think Jesus is going to make an appearance.
So they called him Samson,
Yeah.
right? And he grew up, right? Never cut his hair.
Yeah.
His hair made him strong, right? He was going about, he was helping people out, he was stopping wars and that because he was so strong. His hair made him strong and that, apparently.
Yeah.
Anyway, nobody knew that. Nobody knew that it was his hair that did the job. So this is right so far, isn't it?
I don't know the ins and outs.
So anyway, what happened is women are loving him all of a sudden. He's got nice long hair and that. He looks the part. He's stopping problems. Women are going, he's a good fellow, isn't he? This Samson bloke.
Like Stringfellow.
Anyway,
That's the power of pulling, is in Stringfellow's hair. That's why he never cuts it.
Exactly.
Whatever the decade, Peter Stringfellow never cuts his hair, because that's where the power lies.
anyway, he didn't realise he had this power until one day he got up, right, did his hair and that, went out, a lion jumped out,
Oh.
he killed it with his hands, with his bare hands,
Wow.
right? So again, Noah was a bit annoyed because that's one of the ones that he had to say. But anyway, right, so he goes, I can't believe this power I've got, right? I'm going to, like, sort out the world's
Didn't the
problems.
lion have long hair, though, as well?
Oh,
Well, no, we'll just... Just what?
No, but you're always picking on the to be honest though, that's as far as I got anyway. So
That's it.
Oh my god. I don't know, guys. Just the Bible sounds more entertaining when Karl is speaking about it. My favorite bit is like a God was knocking about. Yeah, it's just like, oh my god. Anywho, that was really interesting. It's just Karl being Karl, and it was really epic. I loved every bit of it, and I don't know. Like for me, these stories are not realistic whatsoever, and if there was any real thing in any of these stories, the reality is buried behind so many fake stories, or let's say fake news. After all, for us, history is just a bunch of stories, and the only way to actually find out if they are real or not is to actually, use logic and, science, and think about what they were saying in these stories. So for me, like, Noah didn't build, maybe Noah, I don't know, built an ark, but he couldn't put each and every species on it. Maybe, I don't know, maybe there was some kind of Adam and Eve, but they didn't really, jump from heaven. There's no way this happened, guys. The scientifically, the Adam and Eve we know about, they just like, it was the start of the Homo sapiens, and they were just living in Africa. They fucked, they had kids, and their kids had kids, and that's what happened. Tell me, what do you think about the Bible? Tell me, how do you deal with all the unrealistic stories in the Bible, if you actually believe in them? And yeah, let's have a very civil and understanding conversation in the comments down below. Whoa, it's the end of the video. Did you subscribe yet? If you don't subscribe, please, subscribe. And if you like the video, please hit the like button. If you don't like it, you have the dislike button for you. And if you have some time, maybe you want to watch this video or this video, you do you. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.